Twitter Puke, the worst show on the internet.
Greetings and salutations, goblins unite. Oh, another Libs of TikTok. Let's see what this young fella has to say.
This may come as a surprise to you, but I rarely get misgendered by children, especially because when I'm out and about, like, in the world, I always have a mask on. So, like, you would think I'm a lady, which makes me feel a lot better than
I really wouldn't. Yeah.
And so sometimes kids will say that because they see the long hair. And even if a child did misgender me, I would not blame the child because they don't understand the ramifications of their actions. I would absolutely blame the parent. Why the fuck are you raising your child in a binary that's going to oppress them and everybody else? Like, I don't understand.
You're
like,
not
why we're
oppressed.
clinging
I
to
can
these
promise that.
archaic ideas about gender and why
Yeah,
we're
archaic.
perpetuating them and thrusting them upon kids. Like, your kid will probably be some version of queer. Anyway, this may come as a surprise to you.
Why does that make this guy happy? Like, why do these people always, like, laugh? They think it's, well, I'm laughing, but why do they think it's funny? Like, come on, man. Like, dude, if a kid sees you and thinks you're, dude, I've been misgendered before as a woman. And I'm a pretty tall, big guy. So it just happens. I never look at the kid and go, you oppressed me. Your parents should have taught you better. They should have. AKB. Is it a boy or a girl? Well, let the kindergarten teacher decide. Oh, good. Homer Simpson. LOL. Bloody hell. Princess Cut a Bitch responded. The Adam's apple says he's a dude. There's a surgery for that if they were really committed. That's yeah, no. No, I'm not getting random surgery. Karima, when parents are not protective, you have to expect the worst. Okay, I'm not watching whatever you have here, but M. So a child cannot understand the ramifications of gendering someone. That's not me. That's him. It's right there. Gendering someone, yet they can totally decide at age 4 that they want to be on puberty blockers and decide he's a girl. Okay, cool.
Miserable son of a bitch.
I pressed the wrong button. Kajil, Gray Bear. I was listening to Matt Walsh blog podcast last week about gender theory. He was saying these aren't genders, they're personality types. These people are defining their weirdness as a gender when it's just that they are weird. Is nerd a gender now? I'm nerd gendered. A sinner saved. Your kid will probably be some version of queer. Remember the argument, I was born this way. Well, the goal apparently is that 100% of the population is born this way. I was born this way. David Keem, always the eyes. LOL. Come on, man. You could take a still of any video of anybody, and this is like, that's like what the news does right here. You just find like a random still looking angry or crazy. Blister 827 complains about being misgendered, doesn't shave beard. Well, no, women have beards too. Blister, you bigot.
You fucking Nazi pig.
Ron, don't why you always gotta take it there, Ron? Jerk off, idiot! Jerk off! Shades of meaning. Why does the subject so often turn to children? Because they want your children. Because they need to get them on board now, because it will be harder later. Trust me, societal pressures means that your kid will probably have his same views. So, don't worry about that. Tristan, it's a dude with long hair. There's no shot that the children don't talk about it that way out of class. All right, Tristan, not sure what you're trying to say there, but Mama B, who gave birth to this? Joe Papp. Friends, it's okay to mock these deranged anti-family scumbags. I mean, you can mock anybody you want. It's the internet, you know? That's what we're fighting for here. Philip Brister. This is a great example of why it doesn't take a village to raise a child. No, you should raise your child. It is nice to have people outside of, you know, your parents that instill good values upon you. But right now, it looks like, and now you just raise your kids, people. Raise them. Graceful Goddess. Right, because it's the parents' fault if someone mistakes you as a female because of having long hair, which it turns out must be the horrible thing about their parenting, right? Or the world is just such a ridiculous place lately. Everyone is way overly sensitive. Absolutely. This is all funny. This is all ridiculous. Just the fact that you're alive right now is pretty ridiculous. Laugh, have fun. Heavy. It's always the smiles that make these guys responding stuff like this more disturbing. Absolutely. Susie Maccabi. Yeah, I'll give you one of these, buddy. There you go, Heavy. Susie Maccabi. The family of the person should follow pit parents to get the resources and support they need. Okay. I don't know who that is, but all right. Brian D. Folks say perpetuating like it gives them credentials. Because they're right. And you're wrong, Brian D. Be good, be better. What do you think this reply is going to be? Why did I already know how he was going to sound before I heard it? I wish it wasn't that easy, but yeah, it kind of is. Centerfold Saikin? I don't know. Let's see. If adults get butthurt over pronouns, they are too weird about vanity and are doomed to fail, period. How you look to others shouldn't affect your mind. If it does, you're never going to be happy. At the end of the day, your vanity is what hurts you, not people. Dude, I totally get that. People are so self-involved now. People want to define themselves because they're not interesting. Most people aren't interesting anymore. Sorry, you're not. You know, if I meet you and you're like, I'm genderqueer, non-binary, I'm like, okay. If that's the most interesting thing about you, I don't want to talk to you anymore because that's not interesting. What kind of music do you like? What kind of movies do you like? What are you interested in? What kind of person are you? Those things don't define you. They're just things about you. Italian stallion. Totally my fault. Got it. I'm very ashamed at the job I've been doing as a parent, especially after hearing this guy. I mean, girl, what do I call this thing? Again, okay. All right, let's not get rude, Italian stallion, all right? Guy, excuse me, sir. Okay. This cervix will never comply. For what? What is your cervix can comply or not comply? Anyway, it's nothing to do with the millions of years of evolution that people, including children, can tell the sex of someone by looking them. Okay. Good job. This cervix will never comply. Rot van Rotterdam. The beard doesn't exactly help. Well, no, women can have beards. So you're Robert Driver. Nonsense. Don Crypto. This guy is mentally deranged, so it doesn't count. Anybody who speaks like this guy is absolutely mentally deranged, and he might not, yeah, I guess over time that it kind of warps your mind when you go down these rabbit holes. Have you ever known somebody who's gotten into conspiracy theories before? And don't get me wrong, I love conspiracy theories. I think they're awesome, and 90% of the time there's some truth in every one. But once you get down that rabbit hole, you believe that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are time warriors who are still fighting for this country right now. Admitted has-been. How do people who think like this function from day to day? They're just like held up by society, my guy. Seriously though, when you have to actively tell people your gender, you're never misgendered. Or I'll put it a different way. If you care that people care about your gender, if you care about your gender as much as this guy, you're just weird. Sorry. I've had people say, excuse me, ma'am, before, and I've had to turn around. I'm a tall guy. And every time I just like use my relaxed voice. I'm like, yeah, what do you want? Herman Gronendale. I'm starting to think these gender binary things are a bunch of aliens. Must be. There's no other explanation. And finally, for the last one, because I can't keep going down this rabbit hole, Tracy. It's somebody replying. Since 2 of my kids came out as non-binary, I tend to use they, them pronouns for people a lot more.
Jerk off, idiot! You jerk off!
You fucking Nazi pig.
Miserable son of a bitch.
Anyway, no matter what I say in these videos, please be respectful of each other. Please love each other. Try to understand people. I think the world should be a more understanding place. But at the end of the day, some of this shit's just funny. I love you very much. Good night.
Thanks for watching.
Twitter puke.
Please like and subscribe. I love you very much. Bye!